Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to share with you all my views about few products that I was gifted by the brand Dega. Dega is an Indian brand and it was led by Mrs. Aarthi Raghuram. This is not a sponsored video guys. The brand gifted me the products in exchange for my honest reviews, and I'm not obliged to post just positive reviews. I can also share my negative thoughts. On that note, let's get started. So the first product they have sent me is their Rose Mulethi Skin Brightening Face Mask. It comes in a sturdy glass package like this. It has a tin metal screw. Can you see the texture? It is not a finely milled powder. It has a grainy texture. And this glass jar is encapsulated in a cardboard box. It comes with a cardboard box to ensure the safety of this glass packaging. It is a 200 grams product. It retails for 490 rupees and it has an expiry of 8 months, which I think is a pretty good time to go through the product. The ingredient list include the native rose grains, mulethi, oatmeal, skin cherishing essential oils. They haven't mentioned what particular essential oils they have used in the product. I wish that the brand discloses the essential oils they have used on the packaging itself, because some people try to avoid particular essential oils in their skincare because they may irritate their skin. So for those people, if the package has the essential oil details, they can avoid the product then and there. Yeah. And essential oils are not really bad if used in a dermal limit. Only 10 to 15% of the population will get irritation because of essential oils. So that shouldn't be a reason for you guys to avoid products with essential oils. So yeah. The brand didn't give me the option to choose the products, so I was hoping that they sent this face mask in particular because it has mulethi in it, and from a very long time I wanted to try products with mulethi. Mulethi is nothing but licorice. Licorice has many beautiful properties. It has antioxidants, it helps with anti-inflammatory, it helps with the dark spots and pigmentation and many more stuff like that. And how I apply this mask is I always use this mask on a cleansed face. I'll apply it on my face and let it dry for a few minutes. This particular face mask will take like 20 to 25 minutes to get dry. This one doesn't dry out like other clay masks do. It has some level of fallout once the mask dries. And you should never keep a mask until it dries completely, because it will suck out the moisture from your skin. So always remember that. And I always make the paste out of this mask using either normal water or rose water. Sometimes I mix this mask with the whey water, the remainings of the curd. And I also love to make a mask out of it using the coconut water. Whenever I use coconut water to mix this powder, and when I apply that paste to my face, it gives a nice glow, and also my face really feels moisturized. So yeah, you're the best judge. You know what products work well with your skin, so just use those products to make the paste. On the product it is mentioned that you can make a paste out of it using either milk or any sort of toner, but my skin really can't take milk. I'll immediately get acne or some sort of clogged pores or things like that. So that's the reason I said that you're the best judge and you know the skin well than anyone else. This face mask didn't cause any irritation, acne or closed comedons. It helped in really brightening my skin. The other mask they have gifted me is this charcoal detox mask. For the review purpose, I have applied one half of my face with this mask and other half with the rose mulethi one. So I've observed that on application this feels really soothing and cooling, because this needs to be refrigerated right away. I think because of that, and it has hydrosols like the jasmine hydrosol and the tea tree hydrosol. That's the reason it has the cooling effect. But as the time passes, it gave some hot flashes sort of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but my skin kind of felt hot after some time. But the rose mulethi one, from the start until the time it dried up, It felt so calming and soothing. It felt so cold on that side, which I really liked. One con with this product is it's really hard to remove. Like, you have to use so much of water and you have to massage the product off your face, because it has, I can't explain the texture. It has some slimy texture while you're removing it. It will take some time to take the product off your face. If I have to compare these both products in the brightening point of view, I think definitely the charcoal mask will win, with a slight difference. Both will give brightening effects, but the charcoal one gives slight more brightness compared to the Rose Mulethi mask. This one retails for 700 rupees, I think. Yeah. It has jasmine hydrosol, Australian tea tree hydrosol, activated charcoal, guar gum, and eco certified natural preservative, that is the ECT. And this comes in this plastic bottle. It doesn't come in a glass package like the Rose Mulethi one. It has a white cap like this. Another con is that it doesn't come with a spatula, so every time I have to use this product, I have to dip my fingers. Obviously I will never do that. I use a spoon of some sort to take the product out, but it would be better if the brand provides this mask with a spatula. Can you see it has a runny texture to it? Yeah. And this one's highly fragrance because of the existence of hydrosol, I think. If you have very sensitive nose, I don't think you'll enjoy the product, but the brightening effect it gives is real. I don't have much expectations with this product because I don't have a positive opinion about the charcoal. I saw this ad when I was a kid, I think. I don't know if it's a Pond's ad or some other brand's ad. Like, a charcoal ball is dropped into a glass of dirty water and it sucks out the dirt, and only the plain water, like the pure water, remains. So whenever I hear the word charcoal, I always get this feeling like it will take all gunk out of my skin along with the moisture, and it will dry out my skin. Until I try this product, it doesn't dry out your skin, guys, for sure. I can assure you that. It gives a slightly moisturized feel. It do give some sort of dryness, but nothing like when you use a clay mask. It will definitely dry out your skin like so much, right? It will not give that sort of dryness, but yeah, you do feel some sort of dryness, which can be taken up by applying the moisturizer. So whatever mask I'm using, after using the mask, after like washing off the mask, I'll just use a toner of some sort. A toner is not really an essential step, but I love indulging in toners, especially the rose toners. I have used rose toners from different brands, but my favorite have to be the one by Kama. I have used bottles and bottles of the Kama's rose water. Yeah. And after toning, I'll just apply a moisturizer to lock in all the good things. And I forgot to mention, guys, the Rose Mulethi face mask, I'll wash it off by scrubbing the mask using the wet hands, because I think it works really well as a mild exfoliator too, because it has oats in it. Oats is really soothing and also acts as a mild exfoliator. So yeah, that's the one point I missed. So yeah, the final product, the rose toner. It comes in this plastic bottle. As you can see, I have used almost all the product, only this much is remained. The nozzle also works really well. It is mentioned that this product is made by 100% pure steam distillation process, and the roses they have used is the Bulgarian variant. Pure rose water is always made by the steam distillation process. The products that are steam distilled will have a faint smell. If your toner has highly rose fragrance, then just know that they have added the rose art, that is the fragrance, which is not really good for your skin. It's not the pure distilled rose water. That's the one thing. And yeah, this product has the faint smell, and also the water is really clear, which tells that this is a steam distilled product. If I have to compare this one to Kama, obviously my Kama one wins. And usually the steam distilled rose water always come in an opaque or the tinted glass bottles to ensure that the product will not degrade. And also some rose water will always come in a glass packaging to ensure that the product is not contaminated, because plastic, sometimes they release chemicals into the water and it may contaminate the rose water. Yeah, it is not really a rule that it must come in a opaque bottle or it must come in a glass bottle or things like that, but it will make sure that your product lasts long and the quality remains the same. And rose water really suits every skin type. It helps with inflammation. It has a nice aroma. Whenever I feel anxious, I always love to use the rose water. One whiff of the rose water, it just calms me down. I don't know about any one of you, but yeah, it definitely works for me. That's it guys. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and also do comment below what sort of videos you want me to make next or what brands you want me to review in the future. That's it.